a business coach or a consultant and you want to grow and scale, then chances are you do two things, right? So you need more clients and better clients. And third, maybe a delivery mechanism or setup that you can scale, like with your growth. So let's talk about that, because right now we are living in times that are volatile, and during volatile times, when the economy is fragile, you don't know where it's going. Buying behavior and purchasing psychologies have changed. So I want to give you some background here to help you do this better. So what we're facing right now is like when we talk to clients, they are very clear that they want concrete results fast, okay, in a specific time zone. So the time horizon during volatile times is not a year or 2 years or 3 years. It's the next quarter, yeah, if not even shorter. So the challenge here is to have an offer in place where you can get specific results within a reasonable time frame. So then clients are very worried about quality right now. Why? Because after COVID, a lot of people left the job and figured, you know what, I can do my own and become a consultant and work from home. And what they really did is they took their experience, their failures, and what they knew from their past, the career, recycled that, polished it a little bit up, and then sold that as expensive advice. But usually there was no system, there was no strategy, there was no methodology, there was no roadmap, no worksheets in place in order to help a client guide forward, right? For that reason, quality is super important right now, in particular with regards to what kind of specialization you have and whether or not you are ahead of the curve, or at least know and know the recent trends in terms of best practices and innovation. With all of that, there's also that increased price pressure because, you know, with stock markets going down and inflation and so on, there's absolute crystal razor sharp focus on pricing. But it's driven by two things, right? So one is by the price pressure set on you by procurement or by management of or the owners of the companies, because whatever they spend on you will be taken out of their bottom line, right? So that pressure is there, but there's also increased competition. And that increased competition means that many of those middle of the road consultants and business coaches offer their services at a lower price. And you will always find somebody who offers you something at a lower price. The other conversations that clients are having right now is whether or not to bring certain capabilities in-house. So question is, how are you prepared for all of these conversations, right? And because it really boils down to three things. Number one, how predictable is it to work with you? Yes. Number two is, do you have the skills that they need or that they believe are cutting edge that propel them forward? And number three is, you know, what other competitors are out there or offers are out there that can do that for us cheaper, right? Cool. So in order, my question to you is, how prepared are you to have this conversation? And what I'm submitting to you is that you need three systems right now that help you to have that conversation and stand apart and be the number one choice for the clients that you're talking to. So the first one is in terms of predictability. What you do is you really need a delivery power matrix, so we call it, that allows you to deliver services at scale, but also to broaden your services into other areas or into other verticals in organizations, for example, or departments. Number three, you need, when it comes to new skills, you need an authority builder that sets you apart, right? So that you are the person, the go-to person in your industry, in your niche, that everybody wants to go to. And the one way you're doing it is by being able to explain a problem better than the clients can. Because if you can explain your clients' problems better than they can do it themselves, they automatically believe that you have the solution. So you want to be seen as the number one person to go to, or number one company to go to. Then you become the price, and the price never chases; they chase you. All right. And lastly, the third thing that you need is irresistible offer that addresses all of the objections in advance. The objections that you're hearing right now are outside of price, time. We don't have the time to implement. We don't have the resources to implement. We don't know if you're good enough. We don't know if we are good enough to get results with you. We don't know if your approach is good enough. And if that is all not true, and we are not good enough, right? So then we might lose face, we might lose money, and we might lose time. So your offer needs to address all those objections from the very beginning. Don't do it at the end. Build this into the offer. Give your clients the assurance that they need right now to work with you. So to summarize real quick, what you need right now is a delivery power matrix, an authority builder, and an irresistible offer. And if you need some help, if you have an offer, if you right now are struggling to get the quality of clients or number of clients, or asking for the prices that you want right now, then contact me, right? And let me know. I'd be happy to have a short conversation with you where we can discuss, where you are, where you want to go, what's in a way holding you back, and what's possible for you in the next 12 weeks. So I will provide a link in the comments where you can go to my calendar, book a time with me, and we have a 10 minutes conversation. All right. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in person, live on in Zoom. All right.